Dude, this is so sick. Welcome to Still Drippin Happy Hour.
Welcome to the Still Drippin Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
I just can't even. I don't believe it. Feels like the opening to Jimmy Fallon or something. I feel like I just watching. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure Jimmy Fallon would have forgotten to change it to episode 79 because it said 78.
Who
but that's
cares?
okay.
I can't even. I don't even know what to say. This is Hayes and Mason. That was amazing. I remember when I used to call you our producer. Remember when I called you that? That's what you are now. Yeah. You were before. People just didn't see all the switches you were pulling behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
You're the puppet master.
Exactly. Before we get into the pod, everybody go follow us on Instagram and Twitter at StillDrippinTN.
Oh.
Look, there it is.
Look at this.
And this will lead us straight into Hayes. Give us the merch update.
We finally have any merch whatsoever. I'm the first person to have any of it. One of my children's is the second. And we have stickers that look just like this that Mason made. So we have merch. I want to do something that's got the QR code, though. Something that has that where we can.
We've got to find an app to use the QR code with, because I think the one that I sent you, I think those expire.
Do they?
They reuse the same QRs, I believe. We'll have to check it and see.
Okay.
But yeah, work in progress.
But we have stickers. They're circular. It's our circle logo, not box logo. It's a circle.
Yeah.
Hit us up, and next time I see anybody that wants one, you can have one.
Yeah, I need a few for my sticker table.
I got you.
Once I move out to the shed for the podcast, I've got a dope sticker table, and I'll be using that. But
bumper stickers, I'm going to put them on gas next to the Joe Biden ones that say I did that. I'm going to put like Still Drippin next to it.
Make sure your gas is not still dripping when you
for sure. It would cost you $8 for that one drip. And then I'm really close on the shirt thing. Super close. Just trying to pick up the vendor that's going to be most affordable. I'm not
okay.
We are not trying to hit a lick on this merch at this point. I really just want to get it out there and have something. So I mean, get it as close to cost as we can get it, I would say.
Very nice. Very nice. I wrote in the doc a sponsorship update. I don't have one, but if anybody knows somebody that would like to sponsor the happy hour, I think it would come at a fairly cheap cost compared to other podcasts. We're just trying to get a StreamYard.
I feel like if we
paid version.
I feel like we're so close, not so close. I feel like it's going to, I've had some ideas and I know other business owners, but like it's nobody with the demographic that, number one, if I'm the business owner, like I don't know. It's just, this is a little bit more niche-y, right? And like there's a bunch of businesses. I am going to sell out at the first sign of it. On Cloud, come on. I'm cheap. Hookah. Allbirds, like all y'all.
Hookah is a drug you smoke or something.
That's a drug.
It's like a vape. I don't know what hookah is.
All right. Anyway, that being said, I feel like we're looking for a specific person to partner with. Like we have some core values that are gonna have to line up, and people that we're gonna have to trust. But there's a lot of stuff that I just don't think fits us. Like. If
fair.
Music City Vintage came and said, we're going to sponsor your podcast, that's like a marriage, right? That's perfect. If Rooted,
look, I'm selling out for some Mill Creek. Just bring us some beer.
Hey, do you remember one time I had a concert in my backyard?
I do.
And they sponsored that. But
hey,
do you feel like a lot of people that go to, like, their customer is our customer? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, as much as that would
But
be fun.
I don't think it's their customer is our customer, but I think the people who listen to this podcast probably like beer.
That's fair.
So,
Or spirits.
right, exactly. We are called a happy hour.
Mm.
I could drink a beer an episode. I mean, you just give me whichever one you want me to drink.
Yeah.
Preferably not an IPA, but I'll drink it if you give it to me for free.
Product placement. Yeah.
Put some up on the shelf right here.
Yeah. People do that all the time. I'm not in disagreement. I would do it.
But yes,
But it's
Music
got to be
City
the right.
Vintage would
It's got to
be
be our
very
fan,
high
like
up
our
on the list.
yeah. Music City Vintage. If you want to sponsor us and you just want to pay for this thing and a website,
I mean,
we're
we've had
cheap.
a lot of bits throughout the pod of. I mean, if a realtor wants to sponsor us, we've talked about the
A
real
lot
estate
about the
market.
housing market.
Yeah, the housing
Cards,
market.
Nash cards. You looking for
used car dealerships?
car dealerships?
We've talked about those before. You know, just hit us up. We're willing to advertise whatever.
I agree. CBD oil, ointments, cookies. I don't care.
Cookies, yeah. Oreo, hit us up.
Oh man, so
all right.
stupid.
Let's
Follow the cards one. Cookies on the bottom
shouted
shelf.
out enough people from this, so
Yeah, I agree.
I think let's go inside the box first. I know we've got a more than sneakers moment later, so we'll work on that too. But let's go inside the box for this first.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
I can't believe that's that. I just can't do it. It's so crazy that you know how to do that.
All right, let's see. Let's just run through a few things that are coming out this week. What do you think about these Air Deschutes? They're kind of dope, actually.
First of all, look
like
at your
$80 though.
Well, hold up, viewers and watchers and listeners. Look at this slide. This looks like something that you would look at a Nike presentation to Phil Knight. Now, when you see my slides that I put together, is not like this. My slides are going to look like second grade compared to this. It's a pass for me. I'm more of a slide. I'm a slide guy.
Yes.
If I have to be, I have a pair of Tevas.
Yeah.
That I have Tevas that are this product, and they were free.
Okay.
And I don't wear them unless I'm going to a creek or a lake, and so I would not buy these. This is an easy pass. You? You're a big camper, big hiker.
Yeah, no. For me, this is like a. I like them, but I have a pair of Chacos in my room that.
You never wear them, do you?
I haven't worn them the last 2 years of camp, and before that, camp was the only week that I would wear them. So why? I like these better than Chacos, but yeah, it's a waste of $80. If I found them at Goodwill, I'm rocking them.
These are an 8 for Landon. Like, he would wear these in 2 seconds, and I camp and do all that stuff pretty regularly, but he beats me, I think, on this, and I like them. I mean, it's cool if I was easy.
This is just the easiest thing, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's exactly the model I have. I wear them every single day.
I got these for $15 at the Nike outlet.
$15.
You can't beat it. All right, next one, September 3rd, Georgetown 6. They're calling it the something magnet or I don't know. I don't remember what they were calling it, but Georgetown 6 coming out. Oh, here we go. Magnet and College Navy. So those are coming out on Saturday, right? Is September 3rd Saturday? Yeah.
Yep.
Saturday, Labor Day weekend.
I don't see you wearing these.
Only have one pair of 6s. This would be a possible third pair of 6s because the ones I want are the Olympic 6s. Mm-hmm. And I have the white infrareds from you. That was a gift. And these would be up there. Yeah, that was my wedding gift.
That. That was a wedding gift? Man, that's dope. Have you ever worn them?
Yeah, I've worn them a couple times.
God, man, that's sick.
More than a couple, but
Literally, the only thing I remember
sixes are
about your
hard to
wedding
wear.
is DJing, and it was so much fun. Like, that was one of the funnest weddings I've ever DJ'd.
Yeah, it was
Um,
a fun one.
this is a pass for me. It leads to a question I wanted to ask the whole group, but it's just me and you, and that's fine. This looks like you get one drop of dirt on it, and they're screwed. And that's what I don't like about this shoe, especially because it's textured. It's not. It's
Right, it's like a suede.
Yeah, it's not a leather that wipes off really easy. These are a pass for me. Also, just generally, I've had a few pairs of sixes in the past, and it just don't look good on me. And so I'm not a Olympic six guy. That's the only sixes I've ever had, and I think I gave those away to somebody. Who has my Olympic sixes out there? Somebody has my Olympic sixes. If you are listening to this podcast and you have my Olympic sixes and I gave them to you, tell me who you are, because I can't remember who you are.
Yeah, if Hayes gave you a pair of Olympic sixes, you at least deserve to listen to this podcast at least like 4 times.
Yeah. Okay, but this led to this is exactly why I put this question out there. Favorite colorway, like consistent colorway of any shoe, period. For instance, bread. Bread is probably the most popular general, I would say. But is there a colorway that you really, really like, and or a model of a colorway that you just wish every I don't know, maybe I'm man, this is so great. Best overall colorway. So I would just say, like, UNC is easy for me, and then the other one is the Georgetown colorway is just, I think just about every Georgetown is so sick. The navy with some gray, I'm all about that. That might be my favorite outside of a bread.
Yeah, Georgetown colorway sticks out as a top colorway. Bread is good. It's almost overdone for me. I'm trying to think. This is not a common colorway, but I would love this treatment across all Jordans. The Rookie of the Year. Black with the khaki or tan. It's more of a tan. I like that. I think that would look good on a lot of shoes. So that would be up there. I thought early on, after the 1s and 3s, that the Ama Manières would be a great colorway. After seeing it on the 12s and the 4s, I'm not really with that.
You're talking about the peanut butter chocolate thing?
Yeah, the grape jelly chocolate.
Grape jelly chocolate, is that what you said?
Yeah. So I don't know about those anymore.
When it's that much of it, it's not great. Like if it's that, just that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think if there's one that's.
Or even underrated, like that you're just like, man, why can't there be more of those? So, for instance, what immediately popped into my mind when I just said that would be the olive 9s.
Yeah,
those
olive 9s are
like
sweet.
I always love the olive.
Olive is a good one,
and it's not super common. Like, when was the last time you even saw those in the wild? Like, I like that too. Something that's rare.
Here's one that I wish was on. Well, I don't have a good picture of it, but like a soft blue, like not a pop like Titans blue. I don't know what the color would even be.
Like a denim,
kind of a lighter,
like a wash denim.
Somewhat, yeah. Not the denim texture, but but like a lighter
color.
Yep, yeah,
so
that color.
It's pretty close to Carolina.
Yeah,
it's close.
Yeah, that's
knocking on the door. Yeah,
right. Yep. I think overall I'd have to go with Georgetown colorway is probably. I mean, bread is classic because of the Bulls, but in terms of like something that I would wear, I'm not gonna wear red all the time. Yeah. So, Shadow or Georgetown is
More
what it's
neutral.
got to be. Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's go on to the next ones. We've got September 3rd again. Really,
Shoot.
Labor Day weekend is just killing it this year.
God.
The Bo Jackson Auburn colorway. Just a beautiful shoe.
I mean, just a classic shoe. I mean, this makes me think of so many memories of this. I think this was 1990 or 91.
Yeah, you're right.
And I mean, it just reminds me of like middle school. No, this is before. This was elementary school for me. And all my buddies had these like these and the Agassiz just take me to a place that is just peaceful and before stress and understanding the world and this is a shoe that makes me do that.
Right.
But man, every time I see this looks it just looks so comfortable. This is the first pair of shoes that I ever had, and this happened in college, and I've said this on the podcast. It's the first pair of shoes I had crumble on me that I had stashed. I wore them in college. I decided to bust them out in a intramural game, basketball, like an idiot, because you do not play basketball in these. They have no traction. But I was like, man, I'm wearing these Bo Jackson. I haven't worn them in years and years and years. I take 3 steps on the court and the soles crumble to ash as they do. And that was the end of I haven't had any of these since.
Man, yeah. Are you gonna try to get them on Saturday? Are you?
Probably
Passing?
not. I'm gonna pass, but it's not. I just won't wear them right now.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that I pull that off with currently. It's a weird cut. It's a mid.
Yeah.
It's a mid cut, and it's just. Are you really?
I think I'm going to because I have a ton of orange in my closet.
Yeah, you do. Okay, this would fit.
Yeah, and I think every time I don't know what it is about Air Max 1s or the primarily white Air Max 1s because I have the orange magma, and that's what I usually try to wear with my Tennessee stuff. And I don't know. It's almost too white. They're too bright. Now look, this shoe has a lot of white on it. Don't get me wrong, but you'd wear these with jeans more, and so I think I'm gonna try. You know, you can always take them back.
Good for you. I'm impressed. I'm proud.
Thank you.
Proud moment. They're cheap too. I like it. I mean, I'm looking. That's what I'm trying to find. Is how much are they? Like $100, 120. It can't be much.
I think they're 120. That sounds right. But I'm not confident.
Here we go. I'm on it. 130. I mean, come on. That's a great price for those.
Yeah. It's not bad
They're
at all.
so dope. I wonder if Landon goes from, especially since now these are widely referred to as the Auburn colorway, which, I mean, I guess is this navy? I always thought this was purple when I was a kid. Maybe
to me it looks more purple.
Yeah, it's very purple, less than. I mean, but Bo Jackson went to Auburn, so that might be where that comes from.
Yeah, yeah. But when you mention the Agassiz, these and the Agassiz scream the 90s. I mean,
early 90s are synonymous.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It's like you sit down, you watch an episode of The Fresh Prince, and you wear these.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those and the Grape Fives. Same
Grape Fives.
vibe.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Absolutely. All right, we've got the next one. We have Yeezy 350s coming in. I don't even remember what we call this colorway.
Yeah, I got the whatever notification about these today, and I can't
Boost. No, this is the Slate colorway.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, my thoughts on 350s. These are okay. I mean, it's a mid. I don't like the black stripe. I don't think it goes very well. I think I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know. It looks off with the black.
Yeah.
You agree?
No, I'm with you.
I mean, you're not a 350 guy, but
yeah, I don't like the stripe in general on any of them because is this a V2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, this is the 350 V1.
V1. Okay. So yeah, I don't like the stripe really. Actually, I think I'm fine with the stripe. It's the supply 350 thing on it. I'm not crazy about.
Yeah, on this particular shoe, I just don't like the color of the stripe. I don't mind the
Right.
stripe. I mean, I have several of these, so if it was like it feels like it would be better with a really light brown, maybe. I don't like the black. I love this shoe though, generally.
Yeah.
Most
Well, that's
comfortable
coming out
shoes I've
on
ever worn. If you don't have
Saturday.
any 350s, if you listen to the sound of my voice, you're missing out. Especially if you're walking at all, man. Can you imagine a dude running a marathon of these guys?
No, not really.
Why not?
Just can't
Look how
imagine it.
comfy that is. Look at that big cloud back there on the butt. Like, it's just like I can feel my foot in these guys, and it makes me get a little bit sleepy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I don't know
if you're
what that
keeping track at home, you've got the 350s, the Georgetown 6s, and the Bo Jacksons all coming out on September 3rd. Oh, we've got one more. I don't. PSG 5 lows. Are we putting that up? Or
Do
are we
it.
just skipping it?
Let's do it just for fun.
All right. We'll just do it for
Paris
fun.
SaintGermain.
Yep,
Look at
the
that
soccer
piece
club.
of crap train wreck.
It's a pretty shoe, other
No,
than the
it
fact that it's
is
a
not.
5 low. No, like I'm talking about the colors on it. This detail on the back, the heel
wax
tab thing,
print
yeah, the
thing.
wax print, that's cool, and
I
the
know it's
tongue
cool.
is cool. Everything else, the shark tooth on the bottom is garbage. It's like a copper or a bronze, I guess.
The bottom looks so plasticky.
The bottom looks bad.
Looks so plastic.
They need a
The black is
not the
a
black
good
is
fit
bad.
here.
Agreed.
I don't know how you could make this worse. This is a bad shoe.
Oh, you could make it worse. What's that kid's name that you say make it worse? Michael Spitfire Wilson.
That's right, because there's a rap about him.
No, you could
Spitfire.
definitely make this worse. I like everything except for the fact that it's a low and the black sole.
I don't
Or
like
actually-
the shoe at all. There's and anybody is trying to buy the shoe, let me know so we can immediately come over to your house and beat you up with a tack hammer.
Okay.
Not wrong.
That was a little bit of
True.
vitriol in there. Let's see. Maybe we should
Oh, we go to mine.
dive
Oh
into
yes,
yours.
because now we have visuals. I just had to show this. This is the Cocoon. This is the shoe that we've heard so much about from Landon. Also, notice the stark difference in my piece of crap slides. My slides are just
I like the
copy
keyboard in
paste.
the background.
Shut up. But anyway, it's got this mesh. You know, we're big. Oh, wait, well,
sorry.
go back.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're ruining it. Oh man. Oh, it's okay. This mesh. You remember jelly shoes from the 80s?
They still have those for kids.
Oh, they do. Oh, they
Yeah.
stink, man. Oh, anyway, they smell bad. But this is a Nike runner that's wrapped in a jelly shoe, and this is Landon's. This is like a spirit. If Landon was Voldemort and was creating Horcruxes, this would be a Horcrux for Landon.
I have
Do you
no
even
idea
know what that
you're
means?
talking about.
Come
No.
on, no Harry Potter.
Nope, no Harry Potter for me.
In order to create a Horcrux in the world of Harry Potter, you have to kill a human being and put a piece of your soul into it, an item. That's what he would do. He would kill a man or woman and then do a spell. And then it would send a piece of his soul into that item, and this would be it. But there's a visual.
Okay.
That's the Cocoon.
All right.
And he's
Are
wanting
you
to
ready?
retire. He's wanting to retire on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything
God.
about this shoe looks just absolutely awful.
But it takes him to the place that the Bo Jackson did for me. Like that's what
Right.
it is for him. and
Yeah.
I can respect that part of it. But
Yes, I agree.
pick a better shoe. Okay, next
Okay,
slide.
you ready?
Look at this collab.
We've talked about this at length.
You did?
Yes.
You did? I missed it.
it. No, just throughout the pod. We've talked about the Hot Wheels collab.
Yeah, but the next don't put it on the next slide because it's going to give it away. But
It already did.
This is just oh how the mighty have fallen. First of all, it's not is it bad enough that he's got a Hot Wheels collab? Period. What are your thoughts?
I like the saying on the bag. It's not the same without the flame. This is one of the worst.
But then you look, you don't even have to go to the next slide, and you'll know exactly who.
You wouldn't wear that
this.
bucket hat though?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't wear anything in this. Well, wait till you see the shoe. Now, who is it? Who's the collaborator?
We have seen this shoe. This shoe has been on our on a cover, album cover, episode cover, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's not good.
What is he thinking?
I wish we had a Mogatu drop.
Yes, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, that is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Who in their mind would want to wear this? Why?
Can you imagine you seeing somebody like just out in the wild with these on? Just it looks like a Walmart. I would rather wear Shaq shoes than this.
Yes. It looks like you would wear like Kappa track pants with this and a tank top and those shoes. Am I right? That's a good description. That person would wear these. And maybe a fuzzy Kangol bucket hat, like fuzzy, the fur on it. A single gold chain, like just a thin gold chain. Sunglasses for sure. Maybe sunglasses that flip up like this. Like that person.
I was thinking like regular glasses, but like the transitions.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit different. I was going with the flip.
Okay.
Similar to Cousins.
I think you nailed it on track pants with a tank top. Definitely who wears these.
But like, I feel like the person that designed this is a creative guy. Like, and he is a classic guy.
Right. That's the
and why does he keep doing these things? I'm not going to say his name because I just can't do it anymore.
All right.
It's just so disappointing.
What else you got on here?
Go to the next one. I don't remember. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Is this? I can't remember what I think it's called the Jordan 2-3 something. Yeah, this might be the best non-brand model Jordan that I've seen, maybe ever. It's classy, but not overwhelming like a Six Rings or a Spizike. But I like the pieces that they've taken. You got some Hirachi in there. You got a little bit of 11. The sole is a little bit 11.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. These are really
a little bit of what's that toe box on the shoe
12,
in the background?
12.
It's a 12, right? Yeah, 12, some 6 in there.
Yeah, some 6, some 7, some 12, 11.
Yeah. I mean,
they're not
in terms
bad.
of mashups. Yeah, it could be the best one. Now, usually, historically, mashups are pretty bad.
Yeah.
So it's not saying much.
I would at least play basketball in these shoes. At least.
Okay.
I might not wear them to, the state fair, but I'd shoot some hoop in these.
Okay. Yeah, I probably wouldn't, but there are some Jordans that I've seen lately that, it doesn't look terrible. Excuse me. I don't remember the model names. I was going to try to look on sneakers to see, but We'll just keep going. We'll keep going through years.
All right. Okay, and this is just the look at this.
Reason 1 million.
The my slides are so trash.
We have
Look at
definitely
this.
talked about this shoe as well.
The Cosmic Foam Quake. That's what it's called. But look how. I mean, it's like they went into Yeezy's Wyoming factory and stole his blueprints out of a safe, and then they just took it back to Germany and sculpted this piece of crap. Do you feel like no, wait a second. Which came first, the chicken or the egg here? Is Jordan's Croc sock thing in response to this guy, or is which was first? Because the Croc sock is this week. It's loaded on sneakers. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's right. I did see that. Wasn't this this had some inspiration from an older shoe?
It did.
I believe when I read the article, there was a shoe in like 2001 or something of early 2000s. And now it was different, but bringing it back feels very copycat-ish.
Yeah. Plus,
So.
There's no way in a million years I'm going to wear these. But
Yeah.
I just, as soon as I saw this, I was like, of course, this is why he's so frustrated, is because they keep taking his ideas. And it's a copycat world. It's just while football does what it does, the college does whatever they mimic the NFL, and I understand.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, like, I'd be super frustrated if I was Yeezy too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's been numerous copycats, so I don't know. You know where I stand. We've talked about it before. I've got one for you. I'm curious about what you think about this next one. Do you know what those are?
It's on Cloud. The one on the right.
They're both on Cloud.
They're both on Clouds. What's the autograph?
It's RF squared. So
Okay,
Ronnie and Roger Federer.
This shoe.
Yep. So they've got a
Are
high
they
top
both
and a
on
low
Clouds?
top. They're both on Clouds.
And Ronnie?
Yep. So I don't know if you guys can see this picture.
Man.
So in the middle, RF is squared. Ronnie Feig or Feig, or however you say it.
Yeah.
And Roger Federer both have RF initials. You get a lot of accessories if that's what you're into with this pack. I guess it's a pack. I guess both shoes come in the box. But yeah.
I mean, I can't tell.
It's probably the best on Clouds we've ever seen, right?
I can't tell if my disappointment is because I'm disappointed that of all the things that Ronnie would choose to collab with, that this is what he would choose. I would just hope that there's a substantial amount of money involved. That he's because, but what I'm trying to separate is if this had Converse on it, if it had New Balance on it, would I still be not liking it?
I really don't like the Jimmy Neutron around the on symbol. Is there a significance of that? I don't know.
I haven't done any research on OnCloud. What is the blob looking thing on the left one, on the low? What is that?
That's what I'm saying. The little logo thing. It's like a Jimmy Neutron, like circle, like an orbit, something. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me.
I'll say this: the low is awful. This is not a good shoe.
I think the high is pretty bad.
I mean, relatively, of course.
Yeah.
I like is relative. The one on the right versus the high top is better than the low.
Yeah.
But this is just disappointing.
Barely better.
Packaging is cool. The idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the packaging is cool. The clay court,
Yeah.
but yeah, it seems very very, very cheap golden goose is what the highs feel like to me.
Okay.
Like that dirty look, but it's On Cloud. Like On Cloud makes comfortable shoes. Just that's fine. If you want to like On Clouds, like do what you do. I'm not gonna ever wear them. So Dean, quit trying to get me to wear them. But just stay in your lane of comfortable walking / running shoes. Quit. Don't come into this.
Yeah.
You're not Golden Goose.
I think that's where I'm at too. Is hey, look, don't ruin it. Right. It's like all the resellers that jumped into the resale game in 2020 because they were bored. Like, don't ruin it.
Yeah.
It's all the
Yeah,
Californians coming to Tennessee. Like, don't come and ruin it. You're coming here for a reason. Don't ruin it.
On Cloud has built this brand of a clean shoe that is going to do the job.
And
this
run.
is not
You
a
can
clean.
run on the beach with it. You can run on the sidewalk with it. You can take them off in the
You
bathroom.
can walk and
Change it in a
gossip.
public area.
Walk and get your gossip in with your friends. But yeah, no. Yeah, we don't need this. So we can move on. I think I already skipped to the next slide on accident, but I wanted to know what you thought about these. The Barcelona print is coming to an AJ1. It's a comfort, so that's why you see the zoom swoosh on the tongue. It looks interesting to me. I like the colors, but I think the materials look cheap. It's just my view.
Yeah. I've never gone the comfort route on a Jordan 1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something seems off on these, and I can't quite figure it out. It seems like the white is just too much. I bet these would be a really dope fall shoe if all the white was black, besides the sole. If it was,
Yeah.
I bet that'd
could
be
see
a
that.
dope shoe. Right? I feel like I should get on Nike ID and create it. You think that exists?
This is like, to me, this is Air Jordan 1 Rookie of the Year had a baby with an Ama Manier.
Yeah. Yep. That's not bad. And a Jordan 6 was
Yeah. The Jordan 6 pattern just thrown in there somewhere.
It was a three-peat with the Almond Manier. Jordan 6 and something else.
Oh, and I don't even know what's on the rest of these slides.
Let's do it. Let's
find out. Oh,
Kobe.
Yes. The Kobe Prelude 6 coming back. This is a beautiful piece of art. It's a very good framing of capturing this shoe. But I think these are supposed to be the second Kobe to come back. We had the Mambasita back in May, I think. And this is the second one. They're going to release a Kobe 6, which seems to be pretty popular with NBA players. So I'm sure that's, once they get it on NBA players, we'll see all the AAU and everybody likes to play in these. So
but this is a great example of a Kobe that I'm trying to think of a great basketball shoe. You're not going to walk around at the mall in these. You're going to want to play basketball in them. It's very specific use.
I think Kobe's 6s more than any other shoe are like that. Kobe 1s, I don't think you can really wear out. The Nike Kobe 1s. I think 5s and 5s seem more like a non-basketball shoe to me. But then everything else from Kobe is pretty much stay on the court.
It's performance, yeah. Now I've always wanted a pair of the really high ones, and I've never gotten any.
The 10s,
the elites though.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree.
I've had a couple pair and I've sold them. I didn't get my size, but I've always wanted some of those. That's a pretty big flex, like those now. I would.
Yeah. I like those black and white ones. I think they're called Detail.
Oh yeah, the black and white ones are
Those are
super
sweet.
sick.
No. All right. And then the last one I just wanted to throw in. Does every school that's sponsored by Adidas get their own shoe now?
Yes. Yeah,
There's
Nike
12 right in this picture.
Nike does something similar too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many North Carolina branded shoes out there.
Yeah, Nike does it for a select group, and it's probably just as big as Adidas. I know Tennessee gets them, and we're not where we once were. So if we're getting them, I'm sure we have a big fan base, though. So I guess it's your biggest fan bases. You get a team shoe for them. You're already making them for the players, so I guess you just pass it on down.
Now, when I look at this screen, though, it reminds me of getting an East Bay in my mailbox.
This feels like East Bay.
This feels like East Bay.
That's a good, yeah, I agree. All right,
I'm gonna
that's
like
all
circle.
I have for.
I think I'll just circle the ones that I really, really want. And like, did you do that? And like, add up
Yeah,
on the calculator. Oh, I got to pretend $1,000. I want the North Carolina shooting shirt, and I want the headband and
Yeah,
circle,
definitely.
Sharpie it.
That's all I've got for Inside the Box. You got anything else?
Nope. You
All
went
right.
through all my slides. I'm so proud I did that though.
Me too.
If you guys didn't see any of this, but beforehand I was texting everybody. I was like, "What is a Google slide?" I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know that was a thing. They made fun of me. I said, "Look, I'm just the old guy," and then I just found it on my phone, and I
Wow,
just
look at you.
plug in, made it easy. Nothing sexy, but it worked.
Hey, that's all we need. All right, we can jump outside the box now. I've only got one thing for outside the box, so I'll start off. We've already mentioned this man earlier in the episode, and I'll let you guess. I don't know. You probably looked at the doc already, but we've got an entrepreneur, former athlete, bringing a chicken restaurant to Nashville. There's already 6 or 7 states that have this chicken restaurant, but it's a fast casual called Big Chicken. Who would you think that athlete is?
I didn't know until I just read this.
Okay. So it's Shaquille O'Neal bringing Big Chicken. It's supposed to be the foods that remind him of his childhood. He doesn't like anything fancy. So it's straight up like chicken sandwich with coleslaw on it. And I mean, I guess you're coming to Tennessee because we already have a billion chicken places. And everybody will try it.
Because we like chicken?
Yeah. Well, we like chicken, so I guess that's it.
I'll be a customer just because the more and more and more you do any kind of research on Shaquille O'Neal, like I love that guy.
Yeah, I love him in every aspect except for when he's doing basketball analysis.
Why don't you like that?
Because he doesn't watch basketball.
Does he not?
And it's very apparent.
Ah.
Yeah, it is very apparent. So
You think it's kind of like why we don't listen to country music, though? It's like you're so around it, just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah,
that's sad.
I guess that might be right. But then quit TNT. I mean, he's only on there to argue with Chuck.
That's the best part, though.
Agreed. But like, then just argue with Chuck. Like, don't try to analyze the basketball game because you either sound like a grumpy old man or you don't even know some of the people's names. So,
I'll try it.
As a person, I like Shaq a lot, and this restaurant seems kind of cool. So I'll try it.
Have you had Slim Chickens?
Where's that at?
The only one I know of is in Mount Juliet. They're from, I think they're from Arkansas. That's the first time I ever had it. It's really good. It's just chicken fingers, so there's nothing special about that. But they do a lot of sauces.
Okay.
That are good. I like spicy food, so I'm all about Popeyes and Jack in the Box.
You know what? Let's just pause right here. Let's pause for 1 second.
I got it good. Wow.
Let's just. I didn't have a
chicken
top 5,
restaurants.
So let's go with top 5 chicken restaurants. I'll let you go first, and We'll give us a few seconds to figure it out.
This isn't hard.
Oh, it's not hard for you.
No.
Okay, go for it.
So maybe my favorite restaurant in all of Nashville is Princess Hot Chicken. So if you are in the sound of my voice and you haven't ever had Princess Hot Chicken, you do whatever you can to get there tomorrow. They have several. There's food trucks that pop up. There's one at Old Smoky. What's that? What's their collab restaurant? Oh shoot, what's that called?
I don't know. The Old Smoky downtown,
Yeah, I
like
can't remember what
off
it's-
Second or what? No, not
Yeah.
Second.
Off Lafayette, as they say it in downtown Nashville. I can't remember what it's called. I'm drawing a blank, but they have a food truck there. They also have one on Nolensville Road.
Yep, Nolensville Road at Old Hickory
Boulevard.
Yep.
Oh. But the OG is North Nashville, like close to TSU, and that is one of my favorite restaurants. Maybe my favorite restaurant in all of Nashville. Way up there.
Their chicken is delicious, but I am not a heavyweight, and when it comes to spice, but I don't think I'm a lightweight either. But the first time I had Prince's, I was like, I'm gonna go with medium, and it was not enjoyable at all. I don't know what level you're at for Prince's, but medium was like
I've gone all the way. My favorite is the first like if really, really super enjoyable experience is the first level of hot though. Like that's my like I was just gonna sit down just casually be like and not try to
first level of hot
is my favorite. Like it is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. Way up there.
Wow. Yeah, medium I was hurting. I was hurting bad.
Not a chicken restaurant, but like one of my Martin's barbecues. I'll do
There's
that
a
all day
Martin's
long.
less than
it's
about a 2-minute walk
That's
from my
the
house.
OG. That's the OG.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, they moved across the street, but yeah.
That's a different topic. So, Party Foul is good too.
Ooh, love Party Foul.
Yeah, great, solid chicken. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A if it's quick and easy.
Yeah,
it's such
you're not wrong about that
easy.
one.
I like Zaxby's, but I like spicy, and they have a decent. It's not super spicy, but they do a good job. Is there anything else I'm missing?
What's the one over by
Hattie B's?
Trevecca.
Hattie B's is the other one. The
Hattie
other one
B's is
that's
good.
really popular. I've only been there a couple times because I've always viewed them as competition to Prince's, and I'm pretty loyal to Prince's.
Is over by Trevecca? Is that Knockout Wings or Helen's? Helen's is by TSU, right?
I'm trying to remember.
Know. I think Knockout Wings is what I've had. Those were really good. But so, can you run down your top 5 quickly for us? I didn't write them all down.
Go to Prince's. Party Foul. Chick-fil-A. Zaxby's. And what was the other one?
Hattie B's.
Yeah, I'll put Hattie B's in there. It's not bad. I mean, it's good.
Okay. Not totally different, but I'll go with Prince's number 1. Chick-fil-A number 2.
Ooh.
3 and 4 are a toss-up between Party Foul and have you ever had Big Shakes? They were on. I think he was on Shark Tank, I believe, but not for his chicken. But Big Shakes is very good. I think that's probably one of the closest to Prince's that I've had.
Where's that?
It's off 96 in Franklin. But they're also putting a new restaurant in my building downtown at work. So very excited about that. I will be eating there more than I should. And then I think the last one, similar to Zaxby's, but I think Zaxby's has a little more grease than Raising Cane's. They have it in Knoxville and then out in Texas. So Raising Cane's will be number 5 for me. So that's a good top 5. Just right off the cuff.
It's totally random.
Yeah.
That's Shaq. Shaq, I hope you're in there.
Shaq.
Now listen. Popeye spicy chicken sandwich,
Popeyes is good.
bro. I mean, that is fire. I might put Popeyes before Hattie B's. Like that's sad, but I might
Okay.
do that.
Yeah,
I
you
love
don't think of them as just a purely chicken restaurant, but I guess they are.
Yeah, that's all they got, man.
Yeah.
That's good, and they got a good kick to it. And yeah, anyway. All right, I'm sorry. Let's move on.
No worries. To be called a happy hour, you got to go for a full hour, about 10 minutes away. So we're right on track.
Yes.
So I was gonna do a fantasy draft, but with just two here, it's kind of tough. We'll wait maybe. Do you have any losers of the week? Or actually, I think I have a things Hayes hates. I don't know if you'll hate it, but I have something that I can pull together. Do you have a loser of the week though?
Go ahead if you got something.
All right, for things Hayes hates, I got a picture that I put on my slideshow for this, but it goes back to, it's related back to the Crocs thing of don't wear them out of the house. But this is extreme. This is like 20 times worse to me. I'm going to put the picture up so you guys can see it. Wearing pajamas outside or anything that looks like pajamas. So this guy on the right in the Tennessee hat is a top 5 recruit, top 10 recruit or something for next year's class. His name's, I don't know how to say his last name. Maybe I'm a bad fan, but Nico Iamaliva or something like that. But shows up to this 7-on-7 tournament, like to play in the tournament in Tennessee pajamas. Pajama pants. Those look hideous. You should never wear these outside of the house. They're pajamas. That's 1,000 times worse than Crocs. And what are these rubber ducky like biker shorts that this kid has on? Like, come on, man. Like, these are not made for out of the house. And what is he doing with his hand in his pants? Like I said, I hope this is the savior for Tennessee football, and I hope his on-field play, at least we have a uniform, and we can't wear this beep out on the field because this is unbelievable. You just walked out of the house with that on? Come on, man.
This looks like a football cultural thing, kind of like an AAU basketball, how every kid has a backpack and they're going to wear slides or Crocs with their socks on. That's what this is. This feels like a 7-on-7 cultural popularity thing.
Yeah.
I suspect. Now, I have a few questions.
Okay.
Can we infer that this is probably summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
So even let's say it's July in Tennessee.
This was in this tournament was in Knoxville, I believe. He's from California though.
This dude is frying right now. He's but he smells horrible. Also, is this a COVID mask or is this a fashion mask that he's doing?
I think it's a fashion. It looks more like a head condom to me. One of those head condoms that you put on under your helmet, or like F1 racers put on under their racing helmets.
Why? Why is he wearing that in August?
Look, this might not be because the coach is even wearing. Maybe this is like February. Who knows?
Okay, I hope so. It would make more sense.
You're right. That would make a lot more sense.
I don't know, man. This is not. I don't. This. I agree with you. This is just terrible, and that. I'm just. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, that was just my little pet peeve of the week. Like I said, saying nothing about him as a person, just questioning the fashion choice, and maybe I'm just out of touch. But I think pajamas, Crocs, and house shoes should be left in the house. That's where they belong. Really, pajamas, may only need to be in your bedroom. You may not even wear those out of your bedroom. So maybe for breakfast and then go change. But
this is also why I don't really have pajamas. It's usually basketball shorts and
Agreed.
a shirt. That way, if it's a day that I'm just not going to put any effort in, I can still pull it off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The fun fact, did you know my brother always has on a pair of swimming trunks underneath his pants?
What?
He always wants to be ready to get in the pool or in water.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
No, he does not to
He
this day.
does. Right now, he's at the beach right now, and so. But I'm telling you, anytime you see my brother, he will have on swimming trunks underneath his pants.
There is no what?
I'm not kidding. This is
believe
true.
you.
Just like I'm not lying. It's a thing. It's his thing. He always wants to be
That's got to be terribly uncomfortable.
able to get wet if he can.
Even at work.
Even at work. We work from remotely. He always has on swimming trunks.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
That's not weird.
That's not the weirdest thing I've ever heard,
Yeah,
but it is very odd. I've never heard of anybody doing that.
I haven't either. He's the only person I know that does that.
Wow. My mind is blown right
He
now.
also has so many of my shoes. I should count them up how many shoes he has. We're the same size. It's easy.
All right. Well, I think you have something to read for our...
You read it. I sent it to you.
Okay. So we got More Than Sneakers Moment of the Week here. Let's do this for you.
Wow.
From Drippin Bourbon.
Yeah.
Right? Let me see. All right, I'm just going to read this. I haven't read this yet, so forgive me if I screw it up. Guy at church who is probably early 40s always has a nice shoe game. He spelled shoe wrong. He put show game, but we'll forgive him. Seen with some Pandas, had the Travis Scott Air Maxes on and various other Nikes. Anyways, just went up to him and told him I appreciated his shoe game and always admired the kicks that he is wearing. He had a big smile on his face, said he appreciated the comment, and they talked for a few more minutes about shoes before church started. So just a nice little quick 3-minute conversation.
Quick hit.
Yeah.
Who knows where that goes from that relationship and that
Exactly.
random conversation about sneakers.
Exactly. So our first fan submitted, listener
Love it.
submitted. He's not a fan, but
Yeah,
I guess
he's an army.
he's
He's
an army
lieutenant.
member. So shout out to Mike of Drippin Bourbon. We'll have to have another collab. He's been on the pod before, and we can have him back now that we're on the video platform. So
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah, shout out to Mike. And that's your More Than Sneakers Moment of the Week. Hayes, do you have any to add?
I got one.
Okay.
So I have a new desk mate as of Friday. Not desk. He's like sits catty corner from me. Never met this guy. And I lean over and I'm like, wow, he's got on some pine green ones. And he leans over to me almost at the same time. And what did I have on? It was Friday. I think it was some Yeezy. I think it was the Earths. And he kind of makes this eye contact with me too, and it starts a conversation. It was really, really quick, that one. But then Monday morning I come in and I had on turbo green ones, and he has on, I don't remember what he had on yesterday, but he was like, I saw you walking through here a minute ago, and I know people, when they have shoes like that, then it's on purpose, and like it's not that's not a shoe that you would just get on a wink or on a whim. And I was like, oh yeah, man, I got these. I had to pay resale for them right after they came out. I missed the drop and I immediately got on StockX and bought them. That led to 20-minute conversation. He's from South Africa. He moved to the States as a political refugee.
Wow.
And then he moved to North Carolina and got a job in North Carolina. He went to a store. He was looking for. He had a friend he goes into the store with, and he's just driving around North Carolina and Greensboro, and the friend says, "Hey, you want me to teach you a quick way to make easy money?" And he's like, "I like," he's a heavy accent. I know, I like money or something like that. He says, goes in with him, buys a pair of shoes, comes back out with the shoes, immediately sells them, makes $100, and the guy's like immediately hooked. And he's like, "That's it. That's that easy." And so whoever this guy is that's telling him how to do it teaches him a few things about Jordans. And now he said he moved to Nashville, paid for all of his down payment on his house and all that from reselling. Like, this is in 2 seconds. Like, we just make this contact, and way more than sneakers moment, because
Wow.
now he sits 6 or 7 feet from me, and so it's only been a few days, but it's like a thing where he notices whatever I have on, and I notice whatever he has on. And he's done some Supreme, and he had a bunch of questions about vintage selling and that kind of stuff. It's just so cool where this whole thing goes. And you think it's just about shoes, and it's not about shoes, man. It's about connecting with people that you never knew otherwise.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
It was pretty cool. We had a similar text conversation with a friend of ours, Reed Hillen, who listened to the podcast, and he was talking about doing something similar. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be excited. We've talked about it a little bit with Brian from Free Agency, just the idea around pickup basketball and how it doesn't match up with the rest of what our world tells us, and it's very cool. So hopefully we can have Reed on, and we talked about having an old friend, Deliva David, on as well.
David,
not sure. I think they're be hard pressed to find two people who know less about sneakers.
I was going to say it would just be purely for fun.
Yeah.
And I'm not against that.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Those two people at least.
Yeah. Others can submit applications, but
submit applications, but they're honorable men.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's about it. I don't have anything else. Hayes, I'll give you the floor.
We lasted an hour.
Yeah.
What did you learn today, Mason?
I learned today that well, I'll just do a shout out for what I learned today. So as we're talking about this, it is August 30th, and it's 11 o'clock right now. So about 9-10 hours ago, I got a phone call that my grandmother had passed away. We knew it was coming. We've been over to see her a few 4 or 5 times in the last week. But that said, what I learned today was I was at peace because I know she's not suffering, but don't wait until the last week to try to see somebody and catch up. Thanks to my wife, Elliot has grown to know his Nana over the last few months because she makes it a point to go and see them, and I have been able to come as well. But over the summer when she was not working, she was able to go have lunch with them, and that was a very big blessing to my life to know that, Elliot's not even 2, so he won't actually remember, but we will, and we'll be able to tell him that Nana's favorite person in the world, sorry, I'm going to get a little choked up, was him while he was here. And anytime that she was having a bad day or anything, my grandfather, who we call Pappy, could just say Elliot's name and she would brighten up. He told us that this week, and it was a very sweet thing to hear. But that's because there was a relationship there, and don't wait to build a relationship with those that you love, and those, even if they're not family, even if they're just friends, in the not casual sense of friends, but a friend like Hayes is to me, who feels a lot more like family than a friend. But yeah, don't wait for that. I know that was very long-winded and maybe circular, but forgive me for that. But my Nana's in heaven right now, and she gets to be with Elliot and watch it over Elliot all the time. So it's been quite a blessing today. I'm very thankful. So
God,
I should have gone second because
All right.
I know that was hard to follow.
I'm not following that crap. We just end it.
Yep.
God,
Are you rapping? Or are you? We just
I'm not
calling
in
it.
the mood. We're calling it.
All right. Well,
You got me.
have a great week, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Love you guys.